This is Pikzels, the AI thumbnail generator built for YouTubers and content creators. It's the fastest way to design scroll-stopping thumbnails and titles in seconds. Here's how it works. You type a simple prompt, and Pikzels turns it into a click-worthy thumbnail, trained on millions of viral packaging patterns. Founded back in 2022, it was the world's first AI thumbnail generator. Now watch this. Here's an old thumbnail, and here's the new one, rebuilt with Pikzels. Same video, completely different first impression. Creators love it. It's rated excellent on Trustpilot across over 1,500 reviews. They call it shockingly high quality, and one team says it made them $60,000 in a month. Pricing is simple. Premium is $40 a month for up to 150 thumbnails. Ultimate is $80 for 450. All right, now let's jump into the dashboard and check this software out. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Video Geek Squad channel. You're inside of Pikzels, and inside of this Pikzels review, what I wanted to do, guys, is to show you how I use Pikzels and why I think Pikzels would be a really good option for you if you're struggling to make thumbnails or you're having an issue being consistent with your thumbnails and with branding. And maybe you found some thumbnails on the internet that you think would be really good for your brand and really good for you. And you want to sort of use this to sort of make some thumbnails and to better your thumbnail usage. Now, I want to let you know, if you look over here in my older chat, you guys will see I have had this software a very, very long time. And I like this particular software because it's very easy for you to duplicate thumbnails. I think as far as duplication is concerned, this is probably one of the best thumbnail duplicators that's out there, especially when you're dealing with a very simple prompt. So if you don't have a grandiose prompt or you don't have a really big prompt, then you can use this, in order for you to duplicate your thumbnails. Now, the one thing that I will say is when you're going to prompt it out, you are not given a very long ability to make a longer prompt. So normally your prompts are going to be very, very simple in here, but the outcome is really, really good. Okay. Now, this is where you're able to put in your personas. Now, when you first put in your personas are going to eat up a lot of your credits, just so that you know. And you can see in my account, I have about 1,600 credits because, to be honest with you, I don't really duplicate a lot of thumbnails in the month. I really come up with original thumbnails a lot. And so that's just, and I'm probably going to use this a lot more for another channel that we're going to be starting, and we're going to be on our 3rd YouTube channel. And so I just want to tell you guys, it's awesome building YouTube channels and watching and working the YouTube channels and growing and watching the YouTube channels grow. Now, if you guys want to grow your brand, grow your channel, you guys feel free to come join us on Saturdays for our office hours. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you can learn a new skill, learn something new every week. And we sort of do that over here on the Video Geek Squad channel. All right. And so if you guys want to sign up to get on our email list so you can be notified about our Saturday coaching calls, just make sure that you click on the link that's in the description below, so that way you can sign up for that. Okay. Now, with that being said, guys, let's take a look at this particular software, and let's come in here. I try to give you guys very thorough reviews when I'm reviewing the products, and I know my videos tend to be a little bit longer, but I appreciate you guys sticking around because I try to give you guys as much information as I can. Okay. All right. Now let's see how far this will let me go down here. Let's see, will it go back into some of the other stuff? Oh, let me go into this as well. You guys have different styles that you can use. You can actually put in a certain style that you like. Let me just show you that I have a different brand here that I use. So you can have all sorts of styles that you like. So you can put in those styles and you can click on the style and it'll give you that. Okay. Now I'm going to take that out because I thought it was going to bring it up so you guys could see it. You also have a different model that you can use. They have a 4.5, which is their newest model. You can use the 4.5 model as well. You also have the format, whether you're doing long form or short form. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to do a thumbnail for a TikTok or an Instagram video, you can actually do that from here as well. So it's a very unique sort of program. Okay, so let's start from easiest to to hardest. Now, over here on YouTube, I found a thumbnail. This is from an old YouTuber that I followed over the years. His name is Jerry Banfield. Jerry is a cool dude. He's quirky. I like Jerry. He's funny. And what we're going to do is we're going to download this thumbnail. Now, I'm using this for example purposes only. This is not something that I don't plan on using it. But let me put this in here. We're going to take this over to our photos photo. And we're going to say Jerry Banfield thumbnail. All right. All right. So we're going to use this thumbnail here. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag and drop this thumbnail over into our program here. And we're going to use this to recreate it. Okay. So we're just going to drag and drop it. That's how easy it is. We just drag and we drop. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to choose me for the persona. Okay. Now let's say, for instance, you wanted to make any edits. Now I know on the thumbnail it says 101jerrybanfield.com. I'm going to say remove jerrybanfield.com web address and replace it with marcellusmcmillan.com. All right. Now, the thing about this software also, guys, you can actually generate different options. Okay. So you can have it to generate 1, 2, 4, 8, or 16 different versions of the thumbnail. Oh my God, who needs 16 versions of a thumbnail? Now, just for the sake of this demo, I'm going to go ahead and do 4 versions of this. Now, I wanted you guys to know you can put a different style on it if you've already established certain styles that you like, or you can add additional image inside of here if that's something that you wanted. I don't particularly want to do that at this particular time, but this is how easy it is to replace. Okay, so we're going to generate 4 thumbnails. And it's going to go to work and it's going to generate those 4 thumbnails for us. Okay. And so that's the really cool thing about this particular software. And you can see it in real time. It generates these thumbnails very, very quickly. Now, I typically will tell you, just as a rule of thumb, I don't copy. I typically will take a person's thumbnail and I will enhance it, meaning I will add something to it. I will maybe highlight the person or put the person, have a silhouette around the individual to enhance the thumbnail, certain things like that that I will do. I don't just like taking a person's thumbnail and totally copying it. What's the point in that, right? If you're going to use these software tools, you should use these tools so that you can improve on whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. And that's just my humble opinion on that, because I really don't like just taking other people's thumbnails like that per se. I do believe that you should enhance it in a way, you should change it in a way, and you should make it better. Okay. And so that's just my humble opinion when it comes to that. Okay. So here is the thumbnail. That's one of them. As you can see, it's already generated this particular thumbnail, and it's supposed to give us 4 different versions of this. Let's see what the 4 different versions are, because I don't really see that they're 4 different versions. They kind of look all the same to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on them and we're going to see if there's any difference. Okay, there's one. Okay, so we're going to close that one. Here's the other one. Close that. All right, close that. All right, and we're going to close that. Now, I'm going to show you what I will typically do in the edit section of this. Okay, so here's what you can do. Let's say, for instance, you liked this particular option. Let's say you like this option. All right. What you can do is you can come down here and you can say edit. Let me see before I say edit. Hold on. Let's close this out. Okay, let's click on it here. Okay, now they do have what's called a one-click fix option, and that's sort of to change it what they feel like is better. It takes a couple of more credits, I think like 10 credits or whatever, but for the most part, I don't think that's necessary. Now, what I am going to do is, just so you know, enhance skin. So you can enhance the skin appearance, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to enhance the skin appearance for this particular one. And that would typically conclude how I would do that if I was recreating one or I saw a thumbnail that I liked. Now, what I would typically do also is I would tell it to put a silhouette around me, and so that it, highlights me a little bit more. And so that is one of the things that I would tell it. Now, as you can see, we didn't really get 4 different options here. And that is the quirky thing about AI and using AI. You used up credit to generate this thing, and you didn't even get 4 options. So So that's part of the issue that I have with a lot of this stuff. So it is quirky like that. I will tell you, that's why I don't typically like doing 4 at a time. I'll do maybe 1 or 2 at a time. I don't like doing 4 of these at a time. For me, it's a no for me. So that way you know that. All right, guys, let me see here. All right, and so we're going to recreate it. It's almost done here. All right, and as you can see here, the skin has been enhanced. So I'll typically do that for all of the thumbnails. And then when you're ready, you just download it. You click on download. And what I will typically do for myself is I will put it in my documents folder, photos, and I will name it Marcellus Free Ads Thumbnail. And let me tell you one of the reasons why I do that a lot as well. You need to stay as organized as possible when you're a content creator. When you go to looking for assets and you're looking for your stuff, you want to make sure that you can find your stuff relatively very quickly, okay? All right, now you can give it feedback and all sorts of things like that. Now, let's go for a prompt, all right? So let's go for a prompt here. What I'm going to do here is a pastor that is in handcuffs with 2 side taking him to jail. All right, so what we're going to do there, I'm going to add an image. I'm going to upload an image. Okay. Thank God I had this folder already. And what we're going to do is we're just going to generate 1 of these. Okay. So this is why I like this too, because it's a very simple prompt and you're going to be able to see it generate something very, very simple. So it'll take what I've done and it'll generate for us a very simple thumbnail. And that's another reason why I like Pikzels, because Pikzels has a way of doing that. And so it's something simple, something fast. And trust me, in the age of AI, you want to move as quickly as possible because, a lot of the information, money loves speed, right? And so you want to make sure that you're moving as quickly as possible and being as fast as possible as you can when it comes to this kind of situation, okay? So it's a very, very simple and easy sort of program. Now, if you guys have any questions, just make sure that you guys follow the link. And if you like this particular program, make sure you use the link that's down in the description below. And that way I can continue to make great little tutorials and videos like this for you. Also, if you have any questions or you want me to try to do something and show you a particular usage case for this particular thumbnail maker, please make sure that you leave me a comment down below so that way I can let you know. And feel free, guys, like I said, to make sure that you guys join us. Now, I'm going to show you guys a way that you can improve on all of these prompts here. And I'll talk to you about that now so that way you can see a better improved prompt. And this is one of the reasons why I like Pikzels, because you can take this and you can literally give it a very simple prompt and it can generate for you something like this. Amazing. A lot of these other prompts can't do that. Thumbnail makers can't do this, but this is a pretty decent one. And you, of course, can use it however you like, right? And so I tend to like that kind of a situation, all right? So that's Pikzels. Now, I want to show you guys how you can actually enhance every single prompt that you bring into a piece of software like this. And I'm going to link to that video right now. You guys can go over there and watch that particular video. It'll help you enhance all of your prompts. So whether you're doing ChatGPT, whether you're doing Claude, Gemini, I'm going to show you a piece of software that is going to blow your mind and help you to be able to enhance all your prompts. So if you're not a really good writer when it comes to this stuff, which most of us are not, this is really going to help you enhance all of your prompts.